Well, I'm back. Extended Easter weekend. I got a little rest. I got a little too much rest because I missed my morning kiss from my wife going to work today. Well, Jody, honey, I love you dearly. Let's do this thing. You fool! Give me this, give me this, give me this, give me this, give me this camera. Yes, LeBron, it is you. It's always been you. It always will be you. Forever and ever. Amen. The brilliance of Cole Johnson. At least I pushed that when I pushed the wrong button. Let's go.
Can't do it. We'll do it live. Do it live! I'll write it and we'll do it live!
Mister, will you please wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up?
Good morning! Snowman here to all you Brock Purdy and San Francisco 49er haters. Shut up! I gotta thank you, Shane.
I mean, whatever happened to the games where breaking 100 points was, I don't know, unusual?
There was one word to sum up the All-Star weekend.
Trays. Cause we take this job so serious.
Splash Brothers, yes. Ray Allen, replace him with Steve Kerr. Reggie Miller, yeah.
What in the all types of blue hell?
Oh yeah! We are loaded today, though I'm flying solo. I want to send a shout out to the big dog, Shane Lake. He is ill this week, so he will return next week. Victor is out on assignment, so I'm going to fly solo this week, but I'm going to have some help today. Good morning. Welcome to the Taco Tuesday edition of Snowman in the Morning. We are so glad to have y'all with us. And of course, this first hour is powered by Invader Coffee, fuel for the fearless. Snowman here with you, flying solo, but not for long. But first, before we get started, I want to send a message to Nico Harrison. Dear Nico.
You're fired!
Okay. I wanted to get that joke out of the way first. Now, for the next couple of hours, I have a very dear friend joining me. And this is if you saw the thumbnail, Basically, this is the Playmaker Takeover with this man.
Now, forgive me not knowing the brother. You got your mic, but I don't know who the hell you are. It's like you're in the broadcasted witness protection program.
I love when this man is here. This is the Playmaker, Darnell Sollins. Good morning, brother. How are you?
Good morning, Snowman. That kind of sucks. No Shane, no Victor.
Yeah, it kind of sucks, but I feel Shane's pain when you have a cough and you can't talk and you can't move. Yeah. It's just me this week while the guys are getting themselves back together. How are you?
I'm good.
Now, I want to tell y'all the funniest message I got from this man was yesterday. Because as I was putting this show together after having the day off yesterday, before I could even message him, he shoots me a message going, "Before you ask, yes." Does this man not know me or what?
I knew a message was coming, so right after I missed the coach, I was like, might as well Mr. Snowman. Yeah. Because I already knew what was coming.
Really? And what was coming, sir?
Oh, you was gonna ask if I was available. I know.
Well, from the heart, I am glad that you're here this morning. I really, really appreciate you being here.
I'm here, and let's have some fun.
Yes, let's. Where do you want to start?
Where do we begin? Oh man, this is why I wish Victor was here, because I know Victor got a lot of questions.
Oh, I do too. You know what? Here's our start. What the hell happened in Staples Center Saturday night? We'll start with that particular series.
Luka showed up and nobody else did.
In case you missed it, the Wolves beat up the Lakers 117-95. And as Playmaker just said so eloquently, Luka's the only one that showed up. Why? I mean, did no one else on the Lakers even care about that game?
I mean, you got beat by a Minnesota team that didn't have Anthony Edwards for almost a whole quarter, and he didn't even shoot the ball well.
Right.
So now
the Lakers led after one quarter, but then the other three periods all belonged to Minnesota. And after they took the lead at halftime, they ran away.
But now you must win in Minnesota now.
Mm-hmm.
It was an if, now it's a must.
It is a must. If they're going to stay in this series, they must win in Minnesota. No doubt about it.
That's what happens when you lose game one at your own building.
Mm-hmm.
It was an if. It's if the Lakers want to get this over quickly, they can win in Minnesota. It's an if. Because you have 4 games at crypto.com.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's a must.
It's a must.
Because Minnesota, all they got to do is like, you know what? We got 3 games at home. We're good.
Mm-hmm. If they hold home serve, they win the series.
So now you're in a must situation.
Mm-hmm. Now I'm going to fire up the propane tank for you because I want you to roast the hell out of them after their game one performance.
I ain't roasting them. Yeah. These things happen. I have seen a lot of series when the first game, the home team gets smacked in the mouth.
Yeah.
And then they realize, okay, they just smacked us in the mouth. That was not supposed to happen. Okay, now we understand. Okay, it's go time.
Yeah. What needs to happen for the Lakers in game 2?
The other two show up with Luka.
That's about right.
I mean,
Because if they get any kind of help, if the Lakers get any kind of help whatsoever in game 1, they win that game.
Mr. James. The worst thing that can happen to you right now is getting beat in the first round by the Minnesota Timberwolves. That is literally the worst thing that can happen to you right now.
Yep.
Because if you get beat and ousted in the first round by the Minnesota Timberwolves, Luka Doncic as your teammate, everybody gonna look at you and be like, so all that mess you did with Stephen A. Smith got you put out in the first round. That you need to wipe this away. So you need to make sure you don't get ousted in the first round.
Well, game 2 is tonight, 10 p.m. on TNT. There might be a doubleheader call for me tonight on my channel. But let's flip the script. Let's talk about Minnesota for a minute. The Minnesota Timberwolves hang 117 points on the Lakers in Crypto.com arena. Now, I'm going to repeat a question that Doc Rivers said some time back. Will Minnesota be happy with just stealing game 1 in Los Angeles, or are they going to be greedy and go for the double play tonight?
I see your question with another question. What did Anthony Edwards do to Kevin Durant in the first round?
Fair enough. Fair enough. They're going to try.
Is Anthony Edwards still part of the Minnesota Timberwolves?
He is.
So these boys might come out swinging. Because that man is one of them dudes. Oh, I ain't even played well. We still got one in LA already. If that man smells blood, he's coming for the throat.
Yep. And if they get 2 in Los Angeles,
I take that back. Heads won't work up talking about Jeannie Buss running the Lakers. She don't know how to roll heads. She don't know how to roll heads, so heads should roll.
Yeah,
I'll tell you this: Laker Nation won't heads to roll if they go down 0-2.
Oh yeah.
Unfortunately, your front office don't know how to roll heads, so there'll be no rolling of heads in LA.
It'll be status quo and nothing else in Los Angeles.
And then all the iron we going right to LeBron James.
Yep.
Not Luka, LeBron.
Does Luka doesn't deserve some of the blame, or does he?
We already know what Luka is. This is the same Luka that beat the brakes off of Minnesota last year. That Luka came out and gave you 36 game.
And nobody else showed up. Literally, nobody else showed up.
Which is prime. This is a prime reason why I ain't gonna look at LeBron James. Dude, you don't even have to do what you usually do. If you can just give us a minimal triple-double, 15, 10, and 12, Lakers beat Minnesota.
He said a minimal triple-double.
He don't even got to be King James in this series. He got Luka. That man literally said, to Luka, you're the quarterback, I'm the wide receiver. You do you, we were figuring it out. That means LeBron can sit here and say, you know what? I got you, Luka. I got you on this one. let me get. I'm gonna give you 15 points. I'm gonna give you about 12 rebounds. I can do 10 assists. That means other players are getting involved. Right. Because you're not finna double and help on LeBron. Yeah, Luka on the court.
Exactly.
Come on, Mr. High Basketball IQ. Now, this is how you know I'm an objective person, because I can't even stand the Lakers.
Nor can I. Nor can I.
No, your hatred is for LeBron. My hatred is actually the Lakers. Which
No,
is why
my
I hate. Which is why I
hatred's
can't
for
stand LeBron.
Listen, my hatred's for the Lakers too, because of what they've become over the last 4 or 5 years.
Like I said, your hatred is with LeBron, which you just proved my point.
No, it's with it's with the entire team, and it starts at the top with Jeannie Buss.
Because once LeBron leaves the Lakers, he ain't gonna care about the Lakers.
Listen,
I have an infatuated hatred with the Lakers. I hated them when they had Shaq and Kobe. Okay,
and why is that?
I can't stand the Lakers
Because
I can't stand teams that's always talked about.
I.e. that team in Arlington, Texas.
No, I just laugh at them.
Huh?
I just laugh at them. I can't stand it. When you talk about NFL, I can't stand the New England Patriots. Sorry, Shane Late, but
there you go.
Your team is number one on my list when it comes to NFL hatred. Is the New England Patriots.
It's the New England Patriots.
It should be the San Francisco 49ers or the Seattle Seahawks, but damn it, y'all stopped us from getting 2 Super Bowls. So I can't stand y'all. I should be here with 4 rings right now, but I only have 2 because of them damn Patriots. Outside of that, it would be my division, but and that's the crazy thing. The teams that I hate the most is not even none of the teams in my division.
Right.
It's the teams that's not in my division I can't stand.
Mm-hmm.
Baseball. I'm a Braves fan. You would think I hate the Mets the most. No, I can't stand them damn Dodgers. A team that's always talked about.
I can't stand the Dodgers either.
I can't stand them damn Dodgers. It made even that's why I don't even watch baseball. As soon as they sign Shohei Ohtani, nope, I ain't no point in me watching baseball because I already know how this is gonna go.
Listen, I've had it with the Dodgers. I've hated the Dodgers since I started watching baseball with my dad, because the first team I ever loved was the St. Louis Cardinals. Some guy named Ozzie Smith got me hooked. And then being born and raised on the South Side, I became a White Sox fan. I still love my Cardinals. Okay. So every time the Cardinals play the Dodgers or anybody played the Dodgers, I hated the Dodgers. Hated them. Yeah. I hated the Dodgers, man.
I can't stand them damn Dodgers.
Damn Dodgers.
I can't stand them. That's why I ain't paying. That's why I'm not paying attention to baseball. Everybody keep. Hey, what month this is? Oh, it's April. Come back to me in September.
Right.
I don't even want to talk baseball because damn Dodgers, man.
Damn Dodgers. I love it.
But you know how bad it was. I had to sit here and it had to be Dodgers are undefeated and the Braves can't win the game. I'm like,
I get it. Dear Lord in heaven, I get it. I get it. Victor Locke joining us from Chicago, as well as Andre Morgan is joining us from Arizona. I beg your pardon. He says, I am watching. And Victor Locke says, can y'all not throw strays at me today? I can't even be on at all. Victor, we know and hate that you're not here. And we're not intending to throw strays at you.
That was just he thought the Cowboys was number one on my list of teams I can't stand, but it's actually the New England Patriots. I'm actually throwing shades at Big Dog who is 6. I'm not even throwing shade at you.
Right. Yeah, it's
I just laugh at y'all because y'all write your own story for me. It's literally y'all give us the material on a silver platter. It's like
yes, they do. Like when the week that the Cowboys, and I know we're getting off track here and we're headed for a break, but the week that the Cowboys played the 49ers at Levi's Stadium, do you know how many Cowboy fans, Victor not included, were talking S on my wall? I
don't care about them. Jerry Jones doing it for me.
No, I'm just saying. I'm just highlighting the point that they talked a lot of mess to me and then they lost.
When the last time you seen a Cowboy fan say anything about now? They woke up one morning and they saw Jerry Jones say, well, we didn't have $6 million to pay Derrick Henry. You don't have $6 million to pay Derrick Henry. Is that what you telling us? You don't have $6 million to play Derrick Henry? Oh my gosh. What are we doing?
Oh, gracious.
See, if it wasn't one of them times I was so busy, sometimes I would have loved to hear Victor because I'm pretty sure Victor would have to go off when he heard that. Like,
you know what?
6
when
million.
when Victor returns next week, which will be after the draft, he will go off. I can promise you that.
6 million is the reason why you didn't sign Derrick Henry. Oh my gosh. I did not know Jerry Jones was cheap. I thought Jerry Jones loved to spend money. I was wrong.
What did you just say? The stories write themselves.
Literally.
Cowboys.
Literally write themselves.
Yep. When I read that,
they write themselves so much. As you can see, ESPN has stopped talking about the Cowboys.
Yes. I gotta tell you, when I read that myself, that the Jerry Jones didn't have $6 million paid Derrick Henry, I turned this computer off and I walked away. I did. I turned this thing off and I walked away, and I couldn't believe it. Because I thought for sure they'd be the first team in the bidding war for Derrick Henry.
And I think that's when Cowboy friends looked up and said, "Oh no, oh no." Yes, 6 million kept y'all away from a historic running back in the NFL. 6 million, and put it in Stephen A. words, might have been 4 million because there ain't no state income taxes in Texas.
Right.
6 million. Man.
Oh my gosh.
It's like you can't make this stuff.
Right. Thank you. He just stole my line, but it's true. You can't make this up. You really cannot make this up. Let's take a break. When y'all get back, we'll continue our discussion of the NBA playoffs, including the Clippers getting even. And what the hell were those shots Stephen Curry was throwing up? Back in a minute.
This is Snowman in the Morning.
People tell me how lucky my daughter is to have been adopted. But really, we're the lucky ones. Learn more at adoptuskids.org.
This planet has been great to me. It's given me gifts that I can't even explain. It's given me adventures and memories I'll never forget. And Battleborn, I think, has given me the opportunity to go beyond and give something back. How can I be a better custodian to this planet and the place I live? That's where I am with Battleborn. Let's make the planet a better place.
Whether it's news, the largest egg producer finds bird flu in chickens at a Texas plant, weather, devastating tornadoes rip through the heart of the United States, inspiration, a breast cancer survivor completed the journey of chemotherapy, and now begins a future one of matrimony or sports. Michael Jordan is shown on a photo with Diddy. LeBron James has a video extolling the virtues of a Diddy party. This has been yet another beating a dead horse presentation. We got you covered. BS3 Network, in association with Comey Media Incorporated, proudly present The Morning Shift with Cole Johnson. Live every weekday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central.
Here's an important message from the Diabetes Solution Center. Do you like pricking your fingers to test your blood sugar levels? No one does, but it's important to maintain your health. And now, by wearing a small remote device called a continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, you don't need to prick your fingers anymore. It's easy to use and helps you make more accurate diabetes treatment decisions. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now. And if you have Medicare or most major insurance coverage, you may be able to get a new CGM at little to no out-of-pocket cost. Shipping is free, and we'll even bill your insurance company for you. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now to learn how to end the painful finger sticks and get your own continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, at little to no out-of-pocket cost.
SeatGeek is the ticketing app for fans like Boomstick Lady. No free throw is safe from the roar of her sticks. SeatGeek helps her find a seat in the direct eye line of the shooter so she can sit where her boomsticks make the biggest boom. Everybody okay? SeatGeek handles the tickets to sports, concerts, and more, so fans can fan.
Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze car.
Whenever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color crayon they get, they palm it and do 2 circles, and that translates to, I can beat up black people.
As she takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, Pacific Time Zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Oh, I'm sorry. Exclusively on the Chris Bass YouTube channel.
Mister, how do you operate this Twitter thing or this Instagram thing or whatever the heck? You're supposed to know all this stuff. Anyway, welcome back to the show.
We owe you an ID. Let's pause for station identification. This is Snowman in the Morning.
This is WJKS, Indianapolis, Chicago, and the world.
32 after the hour. The Playmaker is here with me. And I think people on our radio stations heard me laughing because every time that Chris Bass commercial plays, I lose it. Especially with one of the ideas coming from Victor. Speaking of which, let's go to the Fanatics feedback zone. Victor says, I wouldn't want Derrick Henry to come to Dallas, not with that piss poor line we got. No lie.
I agree with you, but when you can get a running back like that and it's only cost you $6 million.
Plus $6 million, yes.
You can put money towards the offensive line.
Yes, absolutely. RC in basketball says, let's go Stars. Stars did even the series last night. Who's a hockey? If you watch hockey, who's a hockey team that you can't stand?
Really, hockey. Anybody that goes against the Tampa Bay Lightning and the Florida Panthers at this moment. That's pretty much it.
Agreed.
I mean,
all right.
Which I hate the fact they had to face each other in the first round.
Mm-hmm.
Like, why y'all two got to face each other?
Right.
Jeez.
Which means my buddy Rod Peterson is going to have a great time going from Tampa back down from Tampa's arena down to Miami's arena because that's.
I'm being biased, but I'm kind of enjoying the fact that the least sport that I can actually cover is the sport that is Florida taking over. Mm-hmm. I'm pretty sure everybody else is sick of it. Florida ain't even a hockey state,
right?
But it's been running the NHL for the past
9 years.
Good gracious!
For the past decade, the state of Florida has been running the NHL.
I'd be like, that's kind of how I don't run it though.
Yeah, it is very much so. Let's go to Houston. Golden State and Houston play game 2 tomorrow night. I want to focus on game 1 and what the hell Steph Curry thought he was throwing up to the rim.
What you mean?
And they all seem to fall.
You've seen this from him.
I know. I've seen it for
You should have known when the whole narrative going into it was that Ahmad Thompson helped him to 3 points. I'm like, y'all do what y'all doing, right?
Yeah,
like y'all finna have this man go. Y'all finna have this man remind y'all why he is the guy.
Mm-hmm.
And then they say worse because this playoff Jimmy alongside of him.
Yep, they combined for 56 points in the Warriors' 95-85 win to snatch game 1 and a home court advantage in Houston.
And by the way, I picked the Warriors. Houston got to learn.
How many games?
I can do 6.
I nearly said 5, but I want them to win. I want them to close them out in California. So I also said 6 games.
I ain't gonna be disrespectful to Houston. They did win like a whole bunch of games. Okay.
Yep, they won 52 games.
I'm gonna give you some respect, but you got to learn.
Mm-hmm. And Sunday night they got the first lesson They haven't gotten the full lesson yet, but they got the first lesson. That shot that Steph
The
hit.
first lesson was just because you held a man named Stephen Curry to 3 points in the regular season, that doesn't mean you can do it in the playoffs.
Exactly. That was indeed the first lesson. And when he knocked down his first three to equal that total, which came in the first quarter, Houston should have looked up and go, oh no, he's back. He never went back to your
and
point.
by the way, Jalen Green, are you going to show up, sir? Because this is the moment to show up now.
Do I need to fire up the seat?
No. Don't matter what you did. No, this is a learning lesson. What you did in the regular season don't matter no more. This is the playoffs. This is where we need you to, as Shaq would say, whatever you gave me in the regular season, I need 5 to 7 points better in the playoffs. So Jalen Green, you need to up your game. You need to do it tonight. If you don't do it tonight, you go down 0-2, you're done. You're done. You're not coming back and winning 4 straight against Golden State.
What did the Warriors do to Jalen Green to keep him at bay?
That's something they do now. I just think he didn't want it.
Really?
I think the light got too bright for him.
And about Amin Thompson, what do you think happened to him?
Shots didn't fall. But he's more of a defensive guy, but shots didn't fall.
Yeah.
It's a make for 90% of the league is a makerless league. But when you look at what kind of shots they taking, is it the normal shots they're taking? And it's falling. Jalen Green, he didn't look for his shot. He was not in attack mode. Jalen Green needs to be in attack mode. Matter of fact, did you watch Cade Cunningham yesterday?
I did.
Cade Cunningham was in attack mode yesterday.
That he was. And that's why
what happened. You see what happened.
That's why that series is even at 1 game apiece. Held the Knicks to 94 points. We'll get to that series a little later. But Wednesday night is game 2 for the Houston Rockets. They need to win this one because, as you said a moment ago, if they go down 0-2 going to California,
you're not winning 4 straight.
You're
not winning 4 straight. You might win 1. You might win. You're not winning 4 straight if you down 0-2 to Golden State. You're not winning 4 straight.
Because if they go down 0-2, they have to find a way to steal one in California and send it back to Texas for game 5. Because I'll say it again, because if they go down 0-2, this series is over. This series is cooked.
This is where Fred VanVleet, who is an NBA champion, this is where Dylan Brooks, you throw all his answers out the way. He's been in these moments. And you have a head coach in Ime Udoka who's been in these moments. Bring your young talent to the forefront. Let them know, all right, look, this is where we at. You got your first taste of the playoffs. Now it's time to get back to playing basketball because at the end of the day, it's still basketball.
It is. It is. And defensively, Golden State put on a masterclass, even though they got killed underneath with the offensive board. They got killed on the offensive boards, but yet they were still able to keep Houston out of the basket. They were still able to keep turning Houston away, and they made the plays when they needed to throughout the course of the game on Sunday.
So that's all it is.
To New York we go. The Pistons have evened the series against Detroit at 1 game apiece. And to repeat something you said just a minute ago, Cade Cunningham was definitely in attack mode last night.
He got a taste of the playoffs in game 1, and he realized, oh, it's a little bit different. Okay. Tobias Harris showed up, tried to do it, but didn't have help. And then when you let I said this on the show yesterday. If there's a 21-0 run anywhere in the game, don't let it be in the fourth quarter.
Exactly.
That's actually the worst quarter to get put on a 21-0 run.
Yeah, because they don't let that run happen. They're up 2-0 going back to Michigan.
But I say you take the good with it. You look at it like, you know what? We actually had the lead in the fourth quarter, and we just let them go bananas on us.
Mm-hmm.
We'll take it, but we'll come back and play well, in which they did.
They did. They really did. They stole game 2. They go back to Detroit. Can they take both of those at Little Caesars in Detroit? They meeting the Pistons.
They can.
Mm-hmm.
Because of one person and one person only. And he's not even on the Pistons. Let me see, King, I guess who I'm talking about.
I will take 2 guesses. Karl Anthony Towns?
Nope.
Okay, so it's not him. Let me try this obvious guess. Jalen Brunson.
Nope. It is so obvious that I'm surprised he didn't come in your first thought. We is talking about the Knicks here. Tom Thibodeau.
Tom Thibodeau. That was my next guess. I thought it was a player you were talking about the coach, and you're absolutely right. Tibbs is messing it up again, just like he did with the Bulls, and just like in some cases he did with the Boston Celtics. He's doing it again in New York.
I don't know why he won't. Why is you so stubborn, Tibbs? Why is you so stubborn? It's called a bench for a reason.
Mm-hmm. And when he was in Chicago, he had the best bench in the league for 3 years running, and he didn't use them come playoff time. Now he's doing it again.
Man, Tom, I don't know because you've been busy a lot, but anytime I talk about the Knicks, I was like, I'm just waiting for Tom Thibodeau to see how many players he's going to play, because that's going to determine how far the Knicks going to go.
I heard you mention that quite a few times, and I don't know why it didn't click with me, but he's doing the same thing again, like he did in Chicago, like he did in Minnesota. He's doing the same thing again in New York. He's depending on his starters way too much, and he's not using the depth that he has on his bench. It's like he doesn't trust them.
I mean, Cameron Payne gave you double-digit points in game 1.
Mm-hmm.
I think 9 of them came in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
He went from, I think, 14 minutes in game 1 to 4 minutes in game 2.
Yep.
Where did those 10 minutes go?
To Karl Anthony Towns. I'll answer that. And those 9 points in the fourth quarter came during that 21-0 run. That gave the Knicks game 1.
So I know people gonna lay cards to Towns. Fair enough. I'm looking at Tom Thibodeau because I'm waiting for him to do it again.
Mm-hmm.
Why did they lose? Because they played only 7 freaking players.
Yep. They played only 7 players.
That's why. Your roster holds 12 to 15, but you only play 7 of them.
Damn.
What you expect was going to happen? At some point, Jalen Brunson, Josh Hart, Mikal Bridges, Karl Anthony Towns, OG Anunoby, it was going to get wore down.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you think they lost to Indiana last year?
And they got worn down.
Jalen Brunson actually got injured.
Mm-hmm. Because he played too many minutes. Thibodeau kept leaning on him. And then that happened.
And that's why Stephen A is worried right now.
He should be. Because there's a potential for his Knicks to go down 3-1. And potential for the Pistons, once again, if they're patient, to steal game 5 in the Garden. There's a potential for 3 consecutive wins for the Detroit Pistons. And it's like you said, it's all because of Tom Thibodeau not trusting and using his bench.
Sure, I bet you Phoenix would like to switch benches with New York right about now.
I bet you they would too. Let's go to Indianapolis.
I'm glad you went there. Because breaking news.
Damian Lillard's coming back tonight.
He is officially back. Now, that makes game 3 for me a whole lot more interesting. Not game 2.
Mm-hmm.
It's the first game back, so I'm just going to take game 2. Whatever he does in game 2, I'm just going to take it for what it is.
Okay.
Something that most of y'all should do when y'all have coaching changes for whatever reason, but y'all don't understand.
This is why I love having you on this show.
Just saying.
It's a truth.
Whatever game 2 happens, I'm just gonna take it. Even if Indiana wins game 2, I'm just gonna sit here and say the only thing they did was defend home court.
Yep, and you're right. And you're right.
They did was defend home court.
Which I think they will.
But game 3, that's when I start getting okay. Now let's see, because Dame Butler got a game in now. Mm-hmm. Now let's see what we got. And by the way, I will do this on this show, even though I did it on my show yesterday. Kyle Cubs, can you just do something for me? Can you do something? Anything? I don't care. The man had zeros across the only thing the man did was have 2 fouls. That was it. 2 fouls in 22 minutes. Can you do anything for me, sir? Jeez. And Doc Rivers defended him. Man, Doc Rivers, shut up. That man has 0 points, 0 rebounds, 0 assists, 0 steals, 0 blocks.
In 22 minutes.
In 22 minutes. And we going to try to take over him? Now, if he would have got 5 rebounds, 2 assists, I would have been like, okay, he did. He tried.
He did.
He did zilch in game 1. So for everybody like to pick on PJ Tucker and Draymond Green, I ain't hear y'all talk about Kyle Kuzma.
No.
That man leading had zeros across the board.
Mm-hmm.
At least Draymond Green, he'll give me a triple single. At least he did something.
Right. And he played defense also.
At least PJ Tucker did something.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like that he scored 0 points. Hey man, that man grabbed 8 rebounds. That man had 2 steals, and that man had a block.
Mm-hmm.
He did something. Kyle Kuzma did zilch in game 1.
And he's
literally.
And he's going to continue to do zilch.
Let's do something. Do anything.
He's going to
just do anything. I don't care. Do anything.
He's going to continue to do zilch.
Jeez. No, he going to do something because Dame back now.
Mm-hmm.
So now everybody can't really double Giannis no more, which means the floor can be spreaded out.
Mm-hmm.
So do something, okay? Can you do something? You got Dame back. Do something. Jeez.
But how do the Pacers contain Dame if possible?
Dame is like Steph Curry. You just hope he missed. You just hope he missed. That's it.
Fair enough.
You just hope he's rusty because he's been out for so long.
Mm-hmm. Then you got the Clippers evening the series. Okay. Against Denver. 105-102 was the final last night. But I heard your rant after the Clippers lost game 1 in overtime.
You know why the Clippers won game 2? They didn't have a double-digit lead.
This is true.
At no point in this game they had a double-digit lead.
Because in the playoffs, and you said it so eloquently on Shooting Lights Out, whenever the Clippers have a double-digit lead in the playoffs, they choke.
That was so freaking much. You know what? Take a break before we're gonna come back to this. Take a break.
Okay. All right. I think I'm gonna fire up the tank when the Playmaker gets back. Stand by. Back in the deuce.
This is Snowman in the Morning.
Are you ready to upgrade your coffee game? Prepare for an invasion of flavor with Invader Coffee. It's the caffeinated elixir that fuels champions, the blend that pushes boundaries. Whether you're battling deadlines or exploring uncharted territories, Invader Coffee has your back. Join the invasion at invadercoffee.com and taste the difference for yourself. Use the code SNOWMAN for 15% off your first order. Invader Coffee, veteran owned.
One of the great things about ordering meals from Mother of Macros is that you can do it from the comfort of your own home. Click the national or local delivery link to access the menu, and we'll ship the meals right to your door. We understand you won't always have time to plan, shop, prepare, and cook to provide healthy nutrition for your family. So the process is simple and saves you hours. We know you're busy, so our meals are professionally prepared and packaged. You only need to heat them up and enjoy. We provide macro-balanced, delicious meals chock full of fresh, local ingredients with none of the stuff you don't want to eat. Plus, our menu changes every week, keeping your taste buds wanting more. We take care of your meals so you can worry about everything else on your list. Mother of Macros.
SeatGeek is the ticketing app for fans like the High Five Strangers guy. Game-winning interception. First down. Just a nice, solid tackle. If you're in arm's length, you will be swapping skin with this extrovert. You see, he knows SeatGeek got him a great deal on tickets, so he can focus on what he does best, smacking palms. SeatGeek handles the tickets to sports, concerts, and more, so fans can fan.
Quinn.
Moment of clarity. I haven't watched BT in years.
KP.
Drake needs to come back with another triple platinum album.
E Digger.
And then you have Ray J. Like, I can't stand that River Cricket.
The Guru.
Okay, the level of crack she's smoking, I don't want it.
BS3 Network proudly presents the Knucklehead Chronicles podcast, where from card tips to hot topics to meat beef of the week, anything goes. Live every Sunday at 2:30 p.m. Central.
During bad weather, driving can become downright dangerous.
What's your emergency, please?
Trust Battle Vision Storm, the revolutionary glare reduction glasses that turn your sight bright during bad weather at night or during the day. Watch your ordinary vision become extraordinary. Battle Vision Storm uses light optimizing lenses that block blue rays so you see clearly in heavy rain at night or blinding snow during the day. Heavy rain, snow, sleet, or fog can make it impossible to drive. Not with Battle Vision Storm. Get your Battle Vision Storm for only $19.99. But wait, due to rising costs and supply chain shortages, this may be your last chance to get your very own at this low price. There is a strict limit of 4 Battle Vision Storm per order while supplies last. Don't wait, order now.
Call 1-800-483-6319 or visit battlevisionstorm.com. So call 1-800-483-6319 now.
Mister? How do you operate this Twitter thing or this Instagram thing or whatever the heck? You're supposed to know all this stuff. Anyway, welcome back to the show.
Headed toward the top of the hour, the Playmaker is here with me, and Sig Diggy joins us from Norway, saying good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, and he greets everybody in the chat as well. And Sig went through something before we get to the top of the hour. Sig went through something that I went through 2 years ago, colonoscopy. And I wasn't supposed to, okay, when it happened and when we got scheduled for it, the schedule wasn't clear until March. We're talking about March of 2023. Man, doctor looked at me and said, we can move you up to tomorrow if you want. I looked at my wife and she said, yes, go for it. But it was the preparation that, let me tell the men something. If you're at or beyond the age of 50, you need to get prepared to have a colonoscopy. And I will tell you how it went for me. There was a drink that they gave me to clean out my system. And when I tell you it was nasty, and I couldn't have anything. I couldn't eat anything because it was a cleanse. They had to cleanse it so they can see what was going on with me. Fortunately, it came back all clear. But getting ready for that, I just knew it was necessary. And we saved ourselves 6 months, and then now it led to me being in remission from pancreatic cancer. So thanks to everybody at St. Francis here in Southern Indiana for helping with that. All right, the Playmaker is here with me, and we may as well get to it right now. The Clippers.
Y'all is literally the reason why Cole Johnson and Snowman pick on me when it comes to games. Y'all are literally the reason why. I lost game when I said, "Oh, Clippers came ready to ball." Good. That's
right. Nice. Right.
They got a double-digit lead. They up 15. All right, cool. In which I picked the Clippers because I said, "I'm sorry, cool, but y'all going through too many changes." These boys are up 15, and next thing I know, the game is in overtime. Game goes in overtime, Nuggets come out on top. I don't know.
Yep. 112.
And doing my normal morning routine, get up, first take, and all that good stuff. Find out it was the 8th time the Clippers had a 15-point lead on the Denver Nuggets in the playoffs.
And they blew it.
And they blew it. I'm like, you got to be kidding me. It's bad enough to have that many double-digit leads in the playoffs and blown. But to one team?
One team. Yes.
I'm like, what the hell? And then leave it to Stephen A. Smith because he does cover basketball. Clutch time, for those who don't know what clutch time is, the last 5 minutes of the game.
Last 5.
All right, minute took only 2 shots. Why did you want to take in 2 shots? And then you see what he did last night to the Denver.
Yes. Oh, gracious me.
Damn Clippers, man.
Why do you keep picking the Clippers?
If Denver wasn't going through the chance they was going through, I would have picked the Nuggets. I'm like, man, y'all just fired the coach right before the playoffs. I'm picking the Clippers, man, because the Clippers are more organized right now than the Nuggets, which is still surprising to me that you fired Mike Malone.
Right.
But it's kind of funny. There might be some other reasons why they fired Mike Malone, and I'm like, well, I might not be able to defend Mike Malone.
I agree.
But it's still stupid to fire your coach before the playoffs.
For the playoffs. And he wasn't the only team that did that. They weren't the only team that did that.
God. Oh my Lord.
You know what? I'm gonna fire the tank up anyway.
It's multiple reasons for this, okay?
Okay.
And I talked about it on Shooting Lights Up. I said, okay, one of the reasons you can look at is the fact that the Memphis Grizzlies played the final playing game, which then tip out to about close to 10 o'clock. So they probably didn't get done to 2:30 on the East Coast time. 36 hours later, the first game on Easter Sunday.
Yep.
That can play a part in that, okay? But still, you got your ass whooped by 51. Good gracious. Mind if I, maybe you could ask, because I didn't ask it on Shooting Lights Out. Maybe that I got somebody else with me. You can probably answer this question. Victor, if you still listen, you probably can answer this question. Why is it on holidays that we see the biggest ass whoopings? Did it not occur to you?
That's a drop. And yes, you are absolutely right. On holidays, no matter what the game is, but in particular NBA holidays, NBA on holidays, I beg your pardon.
Especially in the playoffs.
Yep. Memorial Day, Easter Sunday,
Mother's Day.
We
see blowouts.
I will use your words. And my wife asked me this question also because she looked at the Oklahoma City Memphis score briefly. And I do mean briefly because we were at our in-laws' house. And she pulled me aside, brought me a second. She says, honey, I got one question. Lay it on me. Why do teams love getting their ass kicked on holidays in the NBA?
I have no...
Playmaker, I wish I had an answer to your question. Unfortunately, I don't. You're true. You're absolutely true. You're absolutely
when the Mavericks whooped on the Lakers, that was Mother's Day.
Any holiday in the playoffs, in the NBA, somebody is going to get blown the hell out. And the first one I saw like that was the Memorial Day Massacre in 1985. Celtics Lakers. And the Celtics whooped their ass 148 to 114. Which had my mother all kinds of pissed off because, as I mentioned, she was a Showtime Laker fan.
Man, when I do my normal Mother's Day, hang out with the mom and the grandma, went to grandma's house.
Yep.
That's when I watched the Dallas Mavericks whoop the Lakers' ass. I was like, well, goddamn. And Kobe was mad as hell.
Do you blame him?
That was an ass whooping for the ages.
Yes, it was.
I'm like, goddamn. I'm like I said, and I said there's one other way to look at it. They was the last playing game on Friday.
Yes, the very last one.
Which we can blame out of some in the NBA for. Why you got them playing the first game on Easter Sunday after there was the last game to be played? That is very disrespectful.
I got to make a short out of the question you asked. Why is it that on holidays we see the biggest ass whoopings? I've got to cut that now.
I didn't think about it like that. I'm like, hold on. Now I thought about it. That was the last game on Friday, and that game did not end till about 12:30.
Right.
They played that one Sunday. Damn.
That's a quick turnaround, and they had to fly to Oklahoma City.
Damn.
They had to travel to Oklahoma City, right?
Yes.
They had to travel to Oklahoma City after they blew out Dallas on the last game on Friday. They go to Oklahoma City and they get a foot put in their ass.
I'm like, well, damn, that is kind of true. Well, damn, Madison, why you did them like that?
Right.
Why you did them like that? Y'all could have. That was the last game on Friday. They the first game on Sunday. Like, hold on, no, and they get
that is all.
And make it worse of all, Shea Gibbs wasn't the one that did the ass whooping. I think Memphis fan would have felt a lot better if Shea Gibbs was being SGA in game one.
Yes.
He was not SGA in game one.
No.
And you got destroyed by 50. So now you got to sit here like, well, at least they in Oklahoma City. At least if they win, we can sit here and say they defended home court.
Mm-hmm.
When they come to Memphis, then we can, right the ship and do what we got to do.
Right.
I still don't think I have a chance in hell to beat Oklahoma City.
No, I don't either.
But yeah, y'all did get your ass whooped, but it's multiple reasons why you got your ass whooped. But damn,
that question will forever be in my head now.
What it is?
Will forever be in my head. What is it with playoff holidays in the NBA, and teams just get a mud hole stomped in their ass?
Man, what week is Mother's Day? We are on the 22nd. All right, yeah, 1, 2. Yep. We got 3 weeks before Mother's Day. So in 3 weeks, somebody getting their ass whooped. In 3 weeks, we don't know who, we don't know where, but in 3 weeks, there's gonna be another blowout somewhere.
Okay, now you're giving me my question of the day, and it's a form of yours. What was the worst playoff holiday ass whooping you saw in the NBA playoffs? I just mentioned one of mine, the Memorial Day Massacre.
Hey, I'm sorry, but I don't know how anybody can talk what happened to Memphis on Sunday. 51.
51.
I didn't know that was possible in the NBA playoffs.
I certainly did.
I have seen the Lakers get their ass whooped.
I never thought I'd
by
see
51.
Right.
I saw the Lakers get their ass whooped in the NBA Finals, but it went by 51. Okay. I have seen the Lakers whoop the San Antonio Spurs ass. It wasn't by no 51. I have watched the San Antonio Spurs whoop the Miami Heat's ass in the NBA Finals. It wasn't by no damn 51.
No, it was not.
I see some ass whoopings. Not 51. Hell, I don't think none of the games in the NCAA tournament was won by 51.
No, they were not. Not even the UConn women's team. And they won every single game in their tournament by 20 plus, but not 51. They came close on 2 occasions. Beg your pardon. They came close on 2 occasions, but they couldn't stretch the lead out to 50.
51 is different.
Yes, it is. It is.
You do not see that in professional basketball.
No, you don't. Not 51 points in the playoffs.
This equates to when the Dolphins beat the brakes off the Denver Broncos.
The Denver Broncos, yes.
And he was like, these dudes put up 70?
70 points. I mean, but that was regular season. And thank you to the late Jim Moore for what I'm about to play next. But it was the regular season, not the
playoffs. Don't talk about playoffs. You kidding me? Playoffs?
I'm just saying, like, yo,
51 points, man.
51.
Yes.
That is ridiculous.
Not 21, not 31. And I'll say it again. Not even the UConn women's team during this masterful set of blowouts beat somebody by 51. I mean, look, the closest thing they came to that was they beat the brakes out of Lauren Betts and UCLA by 36. That's it. But 51 points? And SGA wasn't being SGA. And I think SGA is going to wind up getting the most valuable player. I think he's going to wind up getting the MVP award.
And if he does, it's just sympathy because they should have gave it to him last year.
Yeah.
But here's the problem. I showed a stat, I think either last week or the week before. I don't remember which one.
Mm-hmm.
We saw what statistic was last year, and we was picking SGA.
Yes.
This year, Jokic actually did better than last year. Yep. So I'm like, are we sure SGA is deserving of this award this year?
Personally, I thought coming into the season it would be the year of the Joker again.
That man actually achieved the triple-double.
Mm-hmm.
Matter of fact, that man, outside of points per game, better rebounding, better assists, even better steals than SGA.
Mm-hmm.
Better field goal percentage and 3-point shooting than SGA.
And he's 7'1" and 280 pounds.
So I asked the question, and this is what happens when you have to be honest. Are we sure SGA is the most valuable player in the NBA?
Mm-mm.
Joker did better than what he did last year, and he won the award. So are we going to be objective here? Or are we going to be sympathetic?
I'll be objective. Even though a moment ago, I think, according to others' logic, SGA will win the MVP, but he's not deserving of the MVP because Nikola Jokic is by a mile. I think it's Joker's award to lose.
That's and how the hell are we going to be sympathetic here? Are we going to be objective?
And how the hell they put Giannis in the middle of this conversation? I don't.
You got to be. It has to be 3.
Yeah, you had to put.
And who else outside them two is playing better than Giannis? But we know Giannis is distant 3rd.
Yeah, very distant. So I think it's Joker's MVP award to lose. We're behind. Let's take a break. And when we come back, all things WrestleMania. And that will truly be the Playmaker's takeover. And I have a chore to take care of. So I'll be back. We'll be back in about 7 minutes. We'll give you an ID. And then it's all about the Playmaker and WrestleMania. And I'm definitely going to fire up the tanks and I'm going to let them take over. Second hour after this.
ready to upgrade your coffee game? Prepare for an invasion of flavor with Invader Coffee. It's the caffeinated elixir that fuels champions, the blend that pushes boundaries. Whether you're battling deadlines or exploring uncharted territories, Invader Coffee has your back. Join the invasion at invadercoffee.com and taste the difference for yourself. Use the code SNOWMAN for 15% off your first order. Invader Coffee, veteran owned.
One of the great things about ordering meals from Mother of Macros is that you can do it from the comfort of your own home. Click the national or local delivery link to access the menu, and we'll ship the meals right to your door. We understand you won't always have time to plan, shop, prepare, and cook to provide healthy nutrition for your family, so the process is simple and saves you hours. We know you're busy, so our meals are professionally prepared and packaged. You only need to heat them up and enjoy. We provide macro-balanced, delicious meals chock full of fresh, local ingredients with none of the stuff you don't want to eat. Plus, our menu changes every week, keeping your taste buds wanting more. We take care of your meals so you can worry about everything else on your list. Mother of Macros.
SeatGeek is the ticketing app for fans like the High Five Strangers guy. Game-winning interception. First down. Just a nice, solid tackle. If you're in arm's length, you will be swapping skin with this extrovert. You see, he knows SeatGeek got him a great deal on tickets, so he can focus on what he does best, smacking palms. SeatGeek handles the tickets to sports, concerts, and more, so fans can fan.
Quinn.
Moment of clarity. I haven't watched BT in years.
KP.
Drake needs to come back with another triple platinum album.
E Digger.
And then you have Ray J. Like, I can't stand that River Cricket.
The Guru.
Okay, the level of crack she's smoking, I don't want it.
BS3 Network proudly presents the Knucklehead Chronicles podcast, where from card tips to hot topics to meet beep of the week, anything goes. Live every Sunday at 2:30 p.m. Central.
During bad weather, driving can become downright dangerous.
What's your emergency, please?
Trust Battle Vision Storm, the revolutionary glare reduction glasses that turn your sight bright during bad weather at night or during the day. Watch your ordinary vision become extraordinary. Battle Vision Storm uses light optimizing lenses that block blue rays, so you see clearly in heavy rain at night or blinding snow during the day. Heavy rain, snow, sleet, or fog can make it impossible to drive. Not with Battle Vision Storm. Get your Battle Vision Storm for only $19.99. But wait, due to rising costs and supply chain shortages, this may be your last chance to get your very own at this low price. There is a strict limit of 4 Battle Vision Storm per order while supplies last. Don't wait, order now.
Call 1-800-483-6319 or visit battlevisionstorm.com. So call 1-800-483-6319 now.
Sports bettors, listen up. Your favorite sportsbook, BetUS.com, is back and in our 30th year of action. With live in-game betting, incredible odds with daily odds boosters, props and parlays, fast payouts, and exceptional one-to-one customer service, we got it all. And when you sign up today and use the code SNOWMAN, you will get a 125% deposit match on your deposit. Log on to betus.com or call 800-792-3887. That's 800-79-BET-US. BetUS.com, where the game begins. Attention sports fans, looking for the ultimate gear and apparel to show your team pride? Look no further than Fanatics, the #1 destination for sports enthusiasts. Visit SnowmanMultimediaSports.com today and shop a wide selection of officially licensed merchandise from your favorite teams and players. From jerseys to hats to accessories to collectibles, Fanatics has it all. Don't miss out on the chance to elevate your game day experience. Head over to snowmanmultimediasports.com/fanatics and gear up like a true fan with Fanatics. Officially licensed everything.
It's no secret. Today's consumer wants convenience and likes things on the go. They want to be listened to and receive instant solutions to their queries. This can often make or break the customer service experience. That's why it makes convenient interactions easy for you. Whether your customers want to connect with you via text, Facebook Messenger, Google, Instagram, or website, all messages now come to the one easy-to-use inbox, so you don't have to check a dozen different sites from the platform. From here, you can send SMS or email, answer questions, schedule appointments, take payments, and close more deals simply by messaging back and forth with your customers. When someone searches for a business like yours, they will look at your reviews. So unless you have more positive reviews, they'll choose someone else. Luck makes it easy to collect hundreds or even thousands of reviews from your customers. Simply send a review invitation or create automation that requests customer reviews right after the sale, or maybe right after a service is completed. It will take them 30 seconds or less to leave the review. Now those reviews will show up on the search result and increase your ranking that matters most. Plus, our advanced reporting will show you exactly where your leads are coming from and if your website or ads are doing their job. So why are you waiting? Put your business way in front of your competitors, get more leads, convert more of those leads to paying customers by getting started with today.
Mister? How do you operate this Twitter thing or this Instagram thing or whatever the heck? You're supposed to know all this stuff. Anyway, welcome back to the show.
From our home office in Chicago, from our second office in Indianapolis, Indiana, all the way down to Louisville and to the Carolinas, we owe you an ID. Let's pause for station ID on Snowman in the Morning.
This is WJKS, Indianapolis, Chicago, and the world. This is WSMM-DB, Indianapolis, Louisville, Cincinnati. This is WBWS-DB, Chicago.
Second hour Snowman in the Morning. The Playmaker is here with me, and it's all about WrestleMania. And I don't care where you start, Playmaker.
I mean,
the floor is yours.
I mean, what? How did you feel about WrestleMania?
I didn't watch it because, well, one, I was completely exhausted because we went to our in-laws on Sunday, and two, I was helping my wife with her homework. So, and she's in pursuit of her doctorate, and she was helping me with a few things. So I can't really give you a good opinion on it.
Fair enough. I get it. This was not the outstanding, overachieving spectacle WrestleMania. It was underwhelming.
And they had it in Vegas.
But I'm just saying, though.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I can agree.
Here's my problem with people. Because they like to say WrestleMania is the Super Bowl, is our Super Bowl. Well, if y'all gonna sit here and say WrestleMania is your Super Bowl, well, Snowman, is every Super Bowl top notch?
Hell no. This past one in New Orleans, for an example.
So if y'all gonna think like that, well, guess what? Not every WrestleMania is gonna be top notch. Is this gonna be WrestleMania that just doesn't work? Especially you talking about a business that doesn't have an off season.
This will be one of them that didn't work.
They don't have an off season, so they can't go back and say, "Oh man, well, we did pretty crappy this WrestleMania." Well, we'll make sure we make they have to go right into Monday Night Raw. They gotta go get ready for SmackDown.
Yep.
They gotta start preparing for Backlash, which is in 3 weeks, by the way.
3 weeks time.
The day before Mother's Day. So when people go and up and on, oh, this is the worst WrestleMania. I'm like, I mean, Define what's worse. Tell me in terms what the mean worse is, and we can go back through the other 40 WrestleManias, and I'm pretty sure I can find one that was worse than this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure I can.
Mm-hmm.
So these knee-jerk reactions get on my nerves. Like if you can just say, this WrestleMania didn't do it for me, and I'm like, okay, I get it.
Mm-hmm.
Just say that didn't do it for me. That didn't, because it's hard to top last year.
Yes, indeed.
Last year was just one of them. Was like, wow, okay, this is just.
That was way that did it.
Like, I get it. Some of the matches felt rushed. Some of the matches took too long. The ending part didn't go the way that you thought it was.
Mm-hmm.
Still trying to figure out what Travis Scott whole means to this whole thing. Oh, we didn't see the final boss, which he's going to be on Pat McAfee in about a few minutes. Just to let you know. Let's throw that one in there.
I'm not saying. I'm just saying.
The final boss about to show up on Pat McAfee show. Just to let you know.
Yes.
But hey, this WrestleMania didn't do it.
Mm-hmm.
It happens.
Yep.
But like Triple H said, about 2 minutes after WrestleMania Night 2 is over with, he getting the paper for Monday Night Raw.
Mm-hmm.
Now you got to go through Monday Night Raw, make sure Monday Night Raw is good to go.
Mm-hmm.
He can't even sit back and think about what just happened
right
over the weekend in Las Vegas.
Nope.
Now he's got to go ahead. Okay, Monday Night Raw in New Orleans.
Raw. Yep.
NXT tonight in New Orleans. Friday Night SmackDown somewhere else. It never stops in the wrestling business. It keeps going. So Triple H can't be like me, a snowman, and go through the archives like, man, where did this wrestling rank it up?
Right.
Do we put it in the top 20, top 25? Because it wasn't that good.
Right.
Yeah. Then let me go back and see what did I do this year that I can help me refer me to next year. He can't do that.
He can't because he's getting ready for the next set of shows. He's getting ready for the next set of shows, man.
So this one's a miss. It happens.
Mm-hmm.
Not every WrestleMania is gonna be top notch. The Super Bowls are not every top notch. The NBA Finals are not always top notch. The Stanley Cup Finals are not always top notch. Nothing is top notch forever. There will be times where it just doesn't go.
Right.
Hell, Patrick Mahomes got his ass whooped. So be it.
So be it. Yep.
People ain't complaining. It was the worst Super Bowl ever. No, you watch Patrick Mahomes get his ass whooped by the best team in the NFL.
Big difference.
So these knee-jerk reaction from the IWC. I don't even got to go on a rant. If y'all want an IWC rant, go to Bust It Open and listen to Dave LaGreca when they opened up the show yesterday, because he went flipping off on the fans. You want to know why John Cena won his 17th title? Because of you, the fans. That's why. He ain't blame John Cena. He ain't blame Triple H. He ain't blame The Rock.
Nope.
Straight to the fans. You know why? Because y'all wanted a John Cena heel turn. You got the John Cena heel turn. You wasn't happy about the heel turn all of a sudden. John Cena said he was going to win. If you paid attention to John Cena, everything he has done is towards the fans.
Yeah.
If you really paid attention. And by the way, you want to know how great it is? Because Triple H was the one behind it. He literally came and told John Cena, this is how we're going to turn you heel. Once you turn heel, everything that happened in your career with the fans, we're going to flip it right back on them.
Yep.
His entire heel run is about you idiots. And yet y'all still, for whatever reason, don't get it.
Y'all
don't get it.
No.
It wasn't about Cody Rhodes. It was never about Cody. It was about you dummies.
Mm-hmm.
You unsatisfied dummies. And y'all keep playing into it.
Wait a minute. Do I have that? No, I gotta find that sound. Keep going.
That's why Triple H called John Cena the puppet master now.
Mm-hmm.
Because y'all dummies playing right into it. Like some idiots.
You big dummy.
Oh, like this. Dummy, you asked for it.
You big dummy.
What do they always say? Be careful what you ask for. You just might get it.
Exactly.
Notice, he came on a roll last night. He didn't even talk about Cody. He talked about y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all got 27 more dates with him. And this is what I love about what he said last night. He said, y'all say I can't wrestle. I don't even have to wrestle them 27 days. It is 27 days. I can do whatever. I can just come up, show up, do a promo, and leave. That's a date. You have 27 left. And that's before he got RKO'd by Randy Orton. So if you want to, I'm giving you a spoiler right now. Your main event for Backlash on May 10th in St. Louis, Missouri, John Cena versus Randy Orton.
Yep.
Y'all gonna get one of your old rivals that y'all wanted. And guess what? Randy Orton's not winning that title. I hope you know that.
Mm-mm.
John Cena's still winning. And we're gonna continue on this world path of pissing off the IWC. Because them dummies can't never pick and choose. They can't never be satisfied.
You big dummy.
And by the way, shout out to Dirty Dom. That man is now became a face.
Yes.
While still being a heel. He understands the assignment.
He does.
I was like, are they really cheering for Dirty Dom right now? They are literally cheering for Dirty Dom. I can't believe this. Wow. This is ridiculous. There's so much he couldn't. He's like, I'm so used to them not letting me speak. Because we used to say, you want to know how big? You want to know why Dirty Dom the biggest heel in the company? Just give him a mic in his hand, and you'll see from there. Because when he got a mic, before he even get a word out, they are already taking over. You ain't saying jack.
Mm-hmm.
Not no more.
Doesn't have to.
Not no more. We're serenade Dirty Dom now. We happy he Intercontinental Champion. This is what happens when you're in the IWC. They don't know which way they want to go.
What the hell is going on?
You big dummy.
This is what happens. So yes, WrestleMania was underwhelming. I'm sorry. It is one of those that happen. You had good moments, you had bad moments. It just happens.
But of course, the IWC is saying,
stop the cap.
The IWC is throwing a tantrum on social media. That's what they're doing.
Because they took a big fat.
When you get a W, you still taking that. Like, how you win and lose at the same time? This is what the IWC is. They win and lose at the same time. They win because they got what they want. They lose because all of a sudden they don't like it. What?
They win because they got what they wanted. They lose because they got what they wanted.
That's not how we want it. You asked for it.
You sure did. And now that they have it, they're not, no, I'm gonna resist the temptation. Go on, please.
Get a shout out to Bianca Belair, Rhea Ripley, and Io Sky. They are calling that the match of Mania.
Mm-hmm.
Even though I don't like the results. But I am dealing with Triple H here, so I can't win in that regard. And then we get to Jey Uso won. We got the Mania.
Mm-hmm.
The World Heavyweight Champion is now Jey Uso. Everybody wants to eat now. So that's good.
Mm-hmm.
Seth, what did I tell y'all? What I tell you? Seth Rollins, CM Punk, Roman Reigns. What did I tell you was going to happen? Seth Rollins is leaving WrestleMania with a W. And Paul Heyman.
Yep.
That's what he did. And then, for some reason, and I know I'm with Cool on this, I think we need to start getting paid for the stuff that we say. Because Cool asked me a question. So
Okay.
what we gonna do with Braun Breaker since he lost the Intercontinental Championship at every day? I said, go ahead, put him up in the main event scene. And he's like, do what? Lose the title and do what? I was like, I don't care. It's time for him to go to the main event scene. And then last night, when CM Punk and Roman Reigns they pay back on Seth Rollins and Paul Heyman, Braun Breaker spears them. I was like, I gotta stop talking this stuff up. I gotta stop. Like, I sat here and said about a good hour ago, I want the man in the main event scene. And sure enough, to end Monday Night Raw, he's aligned with Paul Heyman and Seth Rollins. I'm like, I gotta stop doing this.
Yeah, it was the main event, as you said. It was at the end of Raw.
Like, there's no way that I saw that coming. Just ask me a simple question. Throw him up to the main event scene. He's been in the Continental Championship twice. Throw him up to the main event scene. I want to see what he can do. Sure enough, and now he's aligned with Paul Heyman and Seth Rollins. Good gracious. Yeah, cool. You might be right. We need to get paid for it because we talk this stuff up so much and it just appears. When I sat here and said on the very same show, Monster Wrestling, when I sat here and said, I said this weeks ago, and now everybody's like, oh, we saw this coming. I said this before a lot of y'all even thought about it. I said, for some reason, Seth Rollins is going to win this match and he's going to leave with Paul Heyman. And people are like, that don't make sense. And then the following Monday on Raw, Paul Heyman comes out. I can't turn on my best friend. I can't turn on my tribal chief. Dude, they both in the same match. You got to pick one. Well, if you can't pick either one, pick neither.
Exactly.
That's what he did. He picked neither.
I love Monarchs of Wrestling, by the way.
I'm sorry, but I just look at it and I'm like, okay, we got a triple threat match. Now you're trying to figure out who's going to win the triple threat match to begin with, and then you get the favors. The favors like, so your favor's going to put Paul Heyman in your corner from a promise back from 2013, which also puts him in a position against Roman Reigns, and we just going to have Seth Rollins in the middle of it. I like Seth Rollins. And which, if I did my own logical thinking, probably the reason why I shouldn't have picked Bianca Belair to win that triple threat match to begin with. Just for clarification, and I was not perfect. My two biased picks did not pan out for me.
Mm-hmm.
And I noticed I said bias.
What were those two biased picks?
Bianca Belair and Charlotte Flair. Hopefully, Charlotte didn't re-injure that knee.
Hopefully.
Because that match went a different way when she took a bad landing, and that match went differently all of a sudden.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't really injure that knee. So I can understand them saying, Tiffany, you go over. We're going to check on Charlotte, make sure she's good. But my dumb butt should have known, because I love Bianca Belair so goddamn much. Io Sky should have told me Io Sky was going to win because they treated her, who was the champion, as if you don't even matter. Have you ever seen a champion get treated like you don't even matter? That should have told me Io was going over.
Mm-hmm.
I was so frustrated with the IWC. I wanted her to win, turn heel, and throw it back in their face so goddamn much. That's why I frame it as a bias pick.
Win, turn heel, and throw it back in their face.
Yes. That is exactly what I wanted.
And why
Trust
did
me,
you want that?
Trust me, me and Cool McCain, we are waiting for the moment when Bianca turns heel and she does the John Cena heel turn, and me and Cool gonna be on the show, Monster Wrestling, laughing our asses off because this is what y'all wanted, and this is what y'all gonna get, and you're gonna like it. Just so, and they'll be, man, this heel turns up. Nope, this is what you asked for. You kept booing her, you kept disrespecting her. Now she's throwing it back in your goddamn face. This is what you get.
LaCole Smith is with us saying good morning from Louisiana. Good morning to you, LaCole. Thanks for joining us. The Playmaker, Darnell Solins, is here with me. Wrapping up all things WrestleMania and the following Monday Night Raw.
I did speak about Seth Rollins, so let me go to Mrs. Seth Rollins.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
So Bailey gets taken out. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know who. Now I think most of the people can have an idea of who might have did it.
Yeah.
I'm not saying either way, but if you want to say she did it, go for it. Becky Lynch returns to WrestleMania to team with Lala Valkyria, and they win the women's tag team title.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, me and Cool had a good argument back and forth between Becky Lynch and Charlotte Flair. I'm gonna be one of the ones that stick up for the queen. All right,
right.
Y'all gonna put some respect on the queen's name. I don't care how much you dislike her.
Mm-hmm.
Becky Lynch returns. Oh yeah, she gets to win another title. How great! We saw this before.
Yeah, we've seen that movie before.
Less than 24 hours later, they turn around. They got to defend the titles again against Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez, and they lose them right back to Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez. What? Why? They just won it. Now they losing it.
Now they losing it. Yep.
Just to turn Becky Lynch heel. You just could have did it at WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm.
This could have did it at WrestleMania. Win the title, lose them. So now Raquel Rodriguez, for no particular reason, are now 4-time women tag team champions. For no reason whatsoever. Just so we can turn Becky Lynch heel on the Monday Night Raw after the WrestleMania.
Yep.
That was a waste of time, to be honest. That was a waste of time. You just could have did that at WrestleMania. Because, to be honest with you, Bayley was supposed to turn heel a long time ago.
Yeah.
Because I'm still on this bandwagon that she was the one that was with Naomi with this whole Jade Cargill situation. And then you kept teasing it when you kept putting her alongside Lyra Raquel, who is the women's Intercontinental Champion, and you know Bayley won a title.
Yep.
But we're going to take her out, insert Becky. Now Becky's in line for the Intercontinental title now. Really? That must have been Bayley's spot. Or is the fact that Bianca is now free from Monday Night Raw because she's really a SmackDown superstar. We can go back to Plan A, which is Bayley being the main culprit behind the Jade Cargill and the stuff, and not Bianca, which you idiots still believe it was Bianca the whole time. you dumb nuts. What more do y'all need?
Wait. Let me play this.
You big dummy.
What more? You saw the Friday night before WrestleMania, where they both, Jade Cargill and Naomi confronted Bianca Belair because they trying to figure out what side she on. She ain't on none of y'all side because y'all put her in a worse position. She looked at Naomi and said, "I said what I said to you. We're done."
Yep.
Meaning you did something that I didn't think you would ever do. And yet you idiots still believe that Bianca Belair has something to do with it. This is what happens when you have the IWC.
Oh, goodness.
Unlike Cole Johnson and Snowman here, I don't get involved. I just look at it and be like, these idiots. And I save it for the show. I don't have time to sit here and say, I had a conversation with an IWC member. Why would I do that?
Touche.
Why would I invite that ignorance even more?
Agreed.
That's why every time y'all do that, I'm like, y'all, why do y'all invite?
Right there.
Y'all get be like, we can't get away. You invited. I had a conversation with a Brown Sexual. Why? Just look at it and be like, you know what? No, I can't do it.
Fortunately, in the past several days, I have not had one of those.
I'd be like, I'm not inviting that ignorance. No, I'm not. That's just stupid. Hell, even if I post something and they comment something there, I just look at it like, Yeah, I'm not wasting my time. That is just stupid.
Right.
I can obliterate it if I really want to, but I'm not gonna do it. No.
Agreed. Agreed.
No. So WrestleMania, yes, it was underwhelming. It happens. But we have to move on. We got Backlash coming up.
Mm-hmm.
And you already got a taste of your main event because Randy Orton RKO John Cena. So be prepared to have the one last match that y'all asked for. Randy Orton and John Cena. Just know John Cena's winning that match.
Mm-hmm.
And that's all I'm gonna tell you.
That's the Playmakers wrap of WrestleMania and Monday Night Raw at the same time. One more break, and when we come back, I'm gonna roast somebody, and I think I can implore the Playmakers' help on this. Back in a few.
This is Snowman in the Morning.
Are you ready to upgrade your coffee game? Prepare for an invasion of flavor with Invader Coffee. It's the caffeinated elixir that fuels champions, the blend that pushes boundaries. Whether you're battling deadlines or exploring uncharted territories, Invader Coffee has your back. Join the invasion at invadercoffee.com and taste the difference for yourself. Use the code SNOWMAN for 15% off your first order. Invader Coffee, veteran owned.
Do you remember our first group photo? This is it. Smiles all around, even though we were all nervous.
Who could have imagined that our first weekend together would soon turn into a lifetime of memories?
You're an amazing young man. Your brothers and sisters really look up to you. They're a big brother.
It's so cool to watch the adult that you've become, and you really have done as much for us as you think we've done for you.
You know, it took 20 years, and I got my third child who was 17 at the time.
There are so many rewards in life. You coming into our home was one of the greatest rewards we could have ever had.
I ain't never felt so much love before in my life.
SeatGeek is the ticketing app for fans like the High Five Strangers guy. Game-winning interception. First down. Just a nice, solid tackle. If you're in arm's length, you will be swapping skin with this extrovert. You see, he knows SeatGeek got him a great deal on tickets, so he can focus on what he does best, smacking palms. SeatGeek handles the tickets to sports, concerts, and more, so fans can fan.
Quinn.
Moment of clarity. I haven't watched BT in years.
KP.
Drake needs to come back with another triple platinum album.
E Digger.
And then you have Ray J. Like, I can't stand that River Cricket.
The Guru.
Okay, the level of crack she's smoking, I don't want it.
BS3 Network proudly presents the Knucklehead Chronicles podcast, where from card tips to hot topics to meat beep of the week, anything goes. Live every Sunday at 2:30 p.m. Central.
Sports bettors, listen up. Your favorite sportsbook, BetUS.com, is back and in our 30th year of action. With live in-game betting, incredible odds with daily odds boosters, props and parlays, fast payouts, and exceptional one-to-one customer service, we got it all. And when you sign up today and use the code SNOWMAN, you will get a 125% deposit match on your deposit. Log on to betus.com or call 800-792-3887. That's 800-79-BET-US. BetUS.com, where the game begins. Attention sports fans, looking for the ultimate gear and apparel to show your team pride? Look no further than Fanatics, the #1 destination for sports enthusiasts. Visit snowmanmultimediasports.com today and shop a wide selection of officially licensed merchandise from your favorite teams and players. From jerseys to hats to accessories to collectibles, Fanatics has it all. Don't miss out on the chance to elevate your game day experience. Head over to snowmanmultimediasports.com/fanatics and gear up like a true fan with Fanatics. Officially licensed everything.
It's no secret. Today's consumer wants convenience and likes things on the go. They want to be listened to and receive instant solutions to their queries. This can often make or break the customer service experience. That's why it makes convenient interactions easy for you. Whether your customers want to connect with you via text, Facebook Messenger, Google, Instagram, or website, all messages now come to the one easy-to-use inbox, so you don't have to check a dozen different sites from the platform. From here, you can send SMS or email, answer questions, schedule appointments, take payments, and close more deals simply by messaging back and forth with your customers. When someone searches for a business like yours, they will look at your reviews. So unless you have more positive reviews, they'll choose someone else. Luck makes it easy to collect hundreds or even thousands of reviews from your customers. Simply send a review invitation or create automation that requests customer reviews right after the sale, or maybe right after a service is completed. It will take them 30 seconds or less to leave the review. Now those reviews will show up on the search result and increase your ranking that matters most. Plus, our advanced reporting will show you exactly where your leads are coming from and if your website or ads are doing their job. So why are you waiting? Put your business way in front of your competitors, get more leads, convert more of those leads to paying customers by getting started with today.
Mister? How do you operate this Twitter thing or this Instagram thing or whatever the heck? You're supposed to know all this stuff. Anyway, welcome back to the show.
The return to recovery is almost complete for me and my family, but we need one more favor. Need y'all to help with some car repairs that need to happen. Go to gofund.me/snowman's road to recovery for the full story and all of the details. And if you want to see some behind the scenes stuff, go to patreon.com/snowman multimedia. There's a very special conversation that I had with Charles Faulkner, with two of my buddies, Charles Faulkner and Mike Granahan, and we ran the gamut from men's health to men's rights, all of it. You can only hear it there on Patreon. Gonna play a little rapid fire with the Playmaker.
Before you do that,
yes,
two things. One, I forgot to mention, having Stephen Valkyrie and Io Sky fight the Monday night on WrestleMania. Great. Okay. Those of you who want to know who these superstars are, very simple. Tonight on the CW, 8 o'clock, you can see where the future of the industry is going. You don't need streaming. You don't need cable. It is on CW, regular TV.
Nice.
you can watch it. It was Snowman, 8 o'clock. You can watch it. And by the way, if Snowman watch it, I know tomorrow he can be coming on here talking about one of the commentators because he's going to go stupid. I already know. And two, just to piss off the IWC more, ESPN sent me a notification about 30 minutes ago.
Oh, no.
WWE announced WrestleMania 41 is the most successful and highest growing event in company history.
Mm-hmm. I saw that.
That's it.
Be careful what you wish for.
Money speaks louder than anything.
It does. Did they announce where the next one is going to be? Is it going to be in Indy? New Orleans. They're going to the Superdome.
I think 43 or 44 will be in Indy because they have the three specials. So they already had the Royal Rumble. I believe SummerSlam should be next. Then
okay. Are they having all of those at Lucas?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because now SummerSlam starting this upcoming summer. It's going to be at MetLife Stadium. It's now 2-night event as well. So
okay. So they're moving all the big events to the big stadiums.
Pretty much. That's what they added to.
Okay. I'll allow the NCAA with the Final Four. Speaking of which, we're gonna play a little rapid fire with the Playmaker. I'm gonna throw a subject. He's gonna offer his thoughts, and this will close out the show. Let's Let me start with this quote right here. Where'd it go? Oh yeah, that Nico Harrison. I'll just let you go in there. Go for it.
Nico, do everybody in basketball a favor. Shut up. Every time you open your mouth, you make this trade look even more stupid. If you would have said this first thing you said you didn't believe you should be able to pay him because of what the condition, all that stuff, and that's left it at that, and then let the team perform and just shut up. Fine. I get the fans saying fire you. I get all that. But this idiot sat here and said, I didn't know how much Luka meant to the fans.
That look from the Playmaker tells me all I need to know.
What you mean you didn't know?
Oh, we got to What You Mean in today's show too. Oh gosh.
Just shut up. Just shut up. Please.
Oh man. Oh man. All right. I know you did this earlier.
I'm happy he said it before. I'm happy he said it after I did my show yesterday because I probably would have went off.
Yep. I'm glad too. I'm glad too. All right. Speaking of Nico, how about Nico Iamaleava leaving Tennessee for UCLA?
And you know the funny thing is, I don't even think it money, but we getting paid less at UCLA.
Yep.
Trying to find out his brother's going to UCLA as well.
Yep, and his brother's first name Madden,
and he's from California.
Yep.
That man was homesick. He just didn't want to say it.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
And plus, he got his ass whipped by the Ohio State Buckeyes.
Yep.
I don't know why you went to the Big Ten. So
you're
going to play them again, and you're going to get your ass whipped again.
They got stomped. He got stumped by Ohio State and go get stumped by him again.
And by the way, Josh Hyper, you ain't off the hook. Y'all better make up for that because y'all make the SEC look terrible.
Mm-hmm.
Coming out there with them dad bars. Like y'all was going to do something.
No. Nope. All right, next one. Key player tonight for Bucks and Pacers, and why?
Key player. Tyrese Halliburton.
Okay.
Why? Because you was the one that was chirping back with Dame Dollar. Dame Dollar's back. What you gonna do?
Will the Pacers go up 2-0, or will it be even with Dame time being in the fold in Indianapolis, Indiana?
You is not allowed to not show up now.
Mm-hmm. Yep. All right. Key player for Timberwolves, Lakers. That's the late game tonight.
King James on the Lakers side, and Anthony Edwards on the Timberwolves side.
That seems pretty simple. All right. While we are in the NBA, and I've had people tell me to ask this question, and my answer is yes. Can the Warriors beat the Rockets? I said yes.
Yes.
I mean, they already got one.
Here's the thing: one certain people will look at the records, but like, oh, can the Warriors beat the Rockets? You know, they had to. The other people, the people who actually watch basketball, understand that it is the playoffs. This is a different type of basketball we're playing here.
Mm-hmm. Different type of animal.
Houston has not played this type of basketball. Golden State has.
I mean, this is Houston's first appearance in the playoffs in 5 years.
This one now
5 years.
If there was a different matchup, you might say no. But it is Houston's first playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
They have to learn first.
They do. Back to college football as we bear down on the gridiron. is the championship window closed for the University of Texas?
No. You got a 12-team playoff, so 12-team playoffs. I would not say a championship window is closed until I see slippage from the Texas Longhorns.
Okay.
I don't see slippage.
Nor do I. Staying in college football, your expectancy on North Carolina football.
All right. This is what is going to happen here. And I'm going to have a lot of fans probably come back at me. This is my rule of thumb. I don't care what kind of coach you got, okay? I know it's Bill Belichick. See, that's the problem. Y'all see Bill Belichick and y'all go ahead right away with the whole expectations. No.
Yep.
Year one is what it is. So all y'all expecting this and that, shut up. Year one at North Carolina
is what it is.
What it is. It can be 1-10. It could be 10. I don't care. It is what it is. Y'all see the name Bill Belichick. Y'all have to remember Bill Belichick having coached in college.
Nope. He's been in pro football all his life. And
it is what it is. Matter of fact, let me take you to Tallahassee. Year one. I said it is what it is. Get it close 3 years. Year two, he has some improvement. You're going in the right direction. Year three, the man went undefeated and got snubbed out of the college football playoffs because he lost his quarterback. Now, somebody's gonna say, "What happened about last year?" Well, last year was he made a dumb mistake in allowing the players to be getting their feelings and not playing a bowl game against Georgia Bulldogs, and that came back to haunt him last season. 3 years, you give him 3 years. Year one, it is what it is.
All right, one more note before we get the heck out of here. How long does Cena hold on to the title?
A couple of months. He doesn't stay here for long. He'll end his wrestling career back as a face. So at some point in time, we'll keep this door open though. If he does stay here the whole time, if they do keep him here for the rest of his run, look out for Cody Rhodes to get that title back.
I believe it. That's
I give his heel turn a couple more months. Give it to about after SummerSlam.
After SummerSlam. Okay. Where? Oh, you just mentioned where SummerSlam is. MetLife Stadium. Okay. Wanted to be sure I got that right because my brain is starting to fade out. Or as my wife would say best, my brain is about to go plug. So we're getting the heck out of here. That's the Playmaker, Darnell Solins, joining me for the entirety of the show today. And man, we hit everything from the NBA playoffs to WrestleMania, even threw a little college football into the game. I thank you, brother, so very much. I love you. And I hope to have you back weekly very, very soon.
Thank you. Y'all have a good one. And depending on how the week goes, you might get another Shooting the Lights Out.
I love it. And I can't wait for it. Check out the Playmakers blog, folks. Thanks, man. Appreciate you.
Now, forgive me not knowing the brother. You got your mic blocked. I don't know who the hell you are. It's like you're in the broadcasting witness protection program.
I swear to you, Cole Johnson is evil, but comes up with the great intros. And speaking of which, we're going to get an outro. Have a great day. God bless. Remember to make your next move your best move. Always remember, if your dreams don't scare you, they are simply not big enough. Dream big, do bigger. We are, and we hope you all are too. God bless you, and I love you. So long, everybody. Will there be a bronze sexual confession tomorrow, or won't there be? Tune in to find out. God bless you.